Hey, I'm Tanya from Elemental Family Farm, and welcome to our channel. We've been asked a lot of times, it's a question that comes up all the time, how do you train a family milk cow? And we're going to show you what we do, and we know that lots of people do it lots of different ways, and that's really awesome. But we're going to show you what we do and show you the results. Before we do that, please like and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to leave a comment. This is Faye, and she is due to give birth tomorrow. She was AI'd by Daggett Shea, and we've been working with her basically since birth to become used to us. We touch her everywhere. There's not a single place that we can't touch her. We rub her all over. I can put my hands all over her feet, all over her legs. Let me put her foot back so we can get a little look at her udder here. She's got a nice little udder forming here.
Can I touch her udder?
Sure, go ahead, touch it.
Oh, is it pretty?
Just make sure you never squeeze because we want to keep the plug in there, right?
See, it's dirt. The plug's dirty.
Yeah. So back up a little. So we can touch her every single place. So our cows, we've had them for about 15 years, so they weren't always like this. We started out with wild field cows, and once we got the wild field cow out of the herd, the rest of the herd started to act a whole lot different, more like they are today. So it took a little while, and this is what we have now. But definitely raising them in your own herd makes a really big difference, and I would definitely suggest that if you can do that, you're going to get much tamer, nicer cows throughout the next generations. So just think about that when you have kind of a tough cow that you're dealing with now. It might be a good idea to breed that cow, raise one of her daughters to be a milk cow, and sell that cow off or use her for meat, if that's what you need to do. So we raise our cows in our family. They live very close to our house, so they are around our daughter all the time. So when they are born, we are able to go directly in and touch the baby and help wipe it off if we want to wipe its nose or whatever. There's never, ever any issues. The mother cows are so used to us that they have no fear, and they know that we're there to help them. So immediately we begin with desensitizing the baby, getting the baby used to us, putting our scent all over it. And then the baby will come in with the mama when we go into the barn for the very first time, and he or she will be in there while we're milking out the first bits of colostrum on the second day, and then thereafter. So the baby's with us a lot and spends a lot of time with us. One of the little tricks that I learned from Tracy Howe up in Canada, which has been amazing for my herd, especially with Ember, who really didn't love to be touched like Faye does, is this little trick here. You get in there and you start itching between their legs and their udder, and they just love it. And I think that if you're doing this when they're really young, a year old, they get used to you touching their udder all the time. Come back this way. So I like that her udder goes up higher than some of my other girls did. It was that kind of ended down here. So I think we're getting some udder improvement, some back attachment, which is really good. So we've been working on that forever. I think it's getting better. And you want to never milk your cow before her baby comes, because that plug right there needs to stay there to keep from getting any kind of dirt or debris in the udder. You see, she really likes this. And I can touch all the way down her legs without ever being concerned that she might kick me, because she's never kicked me. Then I want to show you her very ripe vajayjay. It's very jiggly. And she's due to give birth. Her due date's tomorrow. Hey there, we're 3 days past due and we're hoping today's the day.
So to see the birth, you'll have to wait for part 2, so stay tuned.